51.3%. 51.3% of the global population watched the last FIFA World Cup. I am proudly part of that percentage of football admirers. If you are too, then get comfortable and enjoy. If you aren't, if you're part of the other 48.7% of people, then I hope to change your perspective on the beautiful sport that football soccer is. Now, I'm not here to give you a lecture on this sport. No, I'm here to show you the effect it has on people and to remind you to be happy. In order to do that, I would like you to stop for a moment and think about something that makes you happy. When you think about happiness, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? You got it? Okay, now I would like you to keep it in the back of your memory because we will come back to it later on. Regarding me, I think you know what makes me the happiest. Of course, football. The feeling of running towards the goal, sweat traveling downwards through your body, admiring the net, looking at the goalkeeper's expression, and looking at that expression reflecting fear, nervousness, and euphoria. Hearing at everyone shouting around you, your coach telling you what to do, your teammates telling you to pass the ball or shouting, shoot. The ball being controlled by your feet. This feeling, the feeling when you touch the ball with your foot to score a goal and you just know you're going to score. But everyone around you holds their breath for just one moment. And for that same moment, you feel that everything around you has just stopped. This small moment, to me, is the definition of happiness. And I can assure you that this feeling is felt by every single football player. From me to Messi standing in the middle of Camp Nou Stadium, to a kid playing football on the streets with a soda can as a ball and 2 shoes as a goal. We have all felt this feeling because football makes us happy and it brings us together as humanity. So I would like to invite you to put on some shoes once in a while and score a goal. Once I have told you my definition of happiness, I would like to move on to my personal story. Of course, in every happy and motivational story, something has to go wrong because that's what life is about. Whenever the sun shines, a storm has to come. And where a storm comes, the sun has to shine again. So after 10 years of playing football, 3 years ago, I suffered from a severe knee injury. It happened during a match, and I remember feeling the pain on my knee, but trying to ignore it because I couldn't stand the thought of not finishing the match and of not going to the next training day. I couldn't stand the thought of missing one simple training day. So 2 weeks went by, and of course, my pain got worse. And I remember one day being during practice, grabbing my knee with my hands, turning around and looking at my coach. I knew that my expression reflected no more than fear. But when she looked right back at me, I knew what I had to do, and I knew that something was extremely wrong. So after practice, I went to the doctor, I got an MRI done, and the worst was confirmed. I had to go into surgery immediately. So that's what I did. And after surgery, 6 months of intense physical therapy continued. I had to learn how to use my leg again. I had to learn how to use that leg that had scored so many goals and that had made me so happy. So when my hopes were getting higher, because of course, at the beginning, I was the unhappiest person on earth, imagining playing football made me sad, and imagining the object, the football, made me cry every single time. After those 6 months, my hopes were getting higher. I was starting to control the ball again. And I was starting to feel pain again. Now, I knew this wasn't normal because I had learned from my previous experience. So I went to the doctor again, got another MRI done, and I had to undergo another surgery. I know, 2 surgeries in 1 year. Once my second surgery was confirmed, I knew that I wasn't going to play football again the way I did before. And this thought made me extremely unhappy. However, I went to the surgery and repeated the whole process. Learn how to walk again, touch the floor with your foot, learn how to walk slowly, faster, run, don't kick, don't touch the ball, don't play football, cry multiple times, and then suddenly realize that football is so much more than just playing. Football is about watching the games on the TV, supporting your teams, being with your friends. Football is about comradeship and learning what to do when a problem is in front of you. Football is all these things, and changing these thoughts is what made me the happiest again. The peak of my realization was one time when I went to support the team I used to play with to the finals. I went with my crutches after my second surgery and watched the whole game. I watched my teammates score some goals, and it made me extremely happy. I was there supporting them, and me being there on the benches is what made them the happiest. So making them happy was making me happy as well. I didn't need to be there scoring some goals in order to be happy. Of course, the thought of not being the one helping my team to win was making me sad. But I had all these mixed feelings until at the end of the match, after my team had won, my coach turned around, looked at me sitting on the bench, and told me to get down on the pitch. So I grabbed my crutches, walked down there, looked at her, she grabbed my arm and told me, go get your medal. Although I hadn't played a game and I hadn't played for the whole season, she told me to go get my medal because I was still part of the team. And that's the beauty of football. What I like the most about this sport is that it not only reminds me to be happy, but it reminds me to score some goals. So this is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to remind you to score your goals, both literally and metaphorically. I want you to bring back that initial thought of your happiness and embrace it. Never let it go. Whenever you're feeling sad, bring that thought back to your mind and you will achieve great things because you will be happy. And if somehow this thought suddenly becomes a reason for you to be unhappy, as it happened to me with football, try to look everything that is around it because you will find happiness in something else. I found happiness in everything that football represents, but I also found happiness in my friends and family that supported me throughout the whole process. So embrace your own thought of happiness, express your passions, and join it to my own. Join this 51.3% of people that watch the FIFA World Cup every 4 years, share our passion, pick a team, support it, and you will find happiness because I assure you that a simple football can bring a field of happiness. Thank you.